Okay, beginning of episode 4 of the 248k mod run with a 10 times research multiplier. Let's talk about the map settings, because we haven't actually covered all of that yet. Like, we've seen the main things. We've seen the ribbon world. I mean, it says default modifier, but that's what happens when you import a map string. It just says, you know, we've modified the default, even though it's pretty clearly ribbon world. This is kind of about as much of the map as we've seen so far. We've pushed these two bases in episode 2, and then episode 3 we're going to push that base. We've got both of these, we've found these patches. Richness is way up, size is also up in comparison to, I think it's Rail World, and then frequency is also in a kind of a weird spot, because ribbon worlds usually increase this so you at least see some of them on your ribbon, but then I've kind of dropped this again to get kind of a rail world thing. So this is a lot of resources, but it's not a whole lot of resources given that we're doing a 10 times price multiplier, and it's quite a high ribbon, but you know, that's also fine. It's still going to be an issue. The other thing that we should probably talk about, which is one of the reasons why I've been pushing bases a bunch, is the diffusion ratio has been increased slightly, the attack cost is way down, the absorption modifier is also down. We've also got kind of a desert map, so, I mean, we've already seen the pollution cloud going everywhere. Like, we're 4 episodes in, we're polluting the space heavily, we just pushed this space because we were polluting it. These guys were also attacking us much earlier. We're getting a lot of biters. The biter settings, though, this cooldown is increased so that we're still going to worry about expansions. We don't have to worry about as many expansions. And then these pollution factors, the pollution factor and the time factor, are also way down, but they're not down by a factor of 10. I think that the default pollution factor is still 9 or something, so we're on a 9th of the evolution per pollution, but doing 10 times as much to get 10 times of our research done. So that's what we're playing with. That's kind of a spiel. Let's go back and continue to do things. So when we were last doing a thing, like the last episode, we pushed this base, found the soil, and found another oil, which is also now all connected up over here. And I think, the last episode ended with me being at this coal, setting this up, being halfway through oil processing research. These turrets are getting attacked now, and I think one of them some of them has even taken damage, so kind of tempted to go and push that other base. Finished the oil processing technology. These guys are now doing stuff. We've got, we're collecting a couple of tanks of crude. There's some boring pipe sections here that allow us to put pumps here later for pressure purposes, and we've got this lined up as well. And so now we can take this back to base and try and figure out what to do about oil processing. I don't really want logistics 2. Logistics 2 is just something to work on after having completed the oil processing. The thing I think I really want, I am going to want that, but I think we go, let's first of all get into modules and prod mods. Like, speed mods are also going to be a thing for the pump jacks. They always are. Prod mods, good for all the kinds of sciences. Actually, let's check. Modules are still just red and green circuits. Okay. Plastic is still just coal and gas. Okay. Advanced circuits are normal things and also ceramics. So I'm going to need more ceramics. But that's fine. Okay, the thing I actually haven't checked yet is oil processing, and whether or not... Okay, so the basic version is the same. Like, the buildings are slightly different to make, but that's fine. So we can still get to prod mods in a fairly normalish way, which is cool, because I like it's going to get messy. I'm pretty sure it's going to get messy, but at least some of the early parts we're going to be able to assemble. Okay, so that's our tech plan. We've run the pipes some way back. We'll need to continue to run these back to base. I don't... Am I setting up oil processing yet? Is the question to myself. Is that what we're doing this episode? Maybe. yeah, the coal kind of runs back here because I wasn't sure where I was going to be putting the oil processing. This looks like where I need to take the pipe from. I do want a couple of engines now because I want to get these pumps in place. But actually, to be honest, as long as I have, yeah, I should figure out where I'm doing my oil processing before I actually put those too far in the way of anything. Because the thing is, yeah, these ones here are still kind of in the way, and I'd kind of like to remove these 4 assemblers and put them, I guess, here and here, so I can spaghetti more stuff through here, because I reckon that's going to be a thing. Did I find any water anywhere? No. Okay, that's a concern, because I need water for a lot of things. Like, I need water for my power grid, I need water for, not basic, but advanced oil processing. I also need, yeah, so the ceramics take steam, which we've just seen is kind of a big deal, because I know I need these ceramic composites for engines, but I also apparently need this kind of ceramic for red chips, so that's going to be a big deal. I think the oil processing goes down here, because then I can have some more power grid here with some solid fuel. I've got the coal coming in here, and I think that means that I just make this. Let's start. Oh wait, can I? I can automate some engines, even though they take these things, because I'm also just wandering around with some of those on me. So that's a thing we can do. We can go engines, and then I don't have many pipes, but I can get pipes, and I have steel, so that's fine. You can have all of those, and we're just going to make a lot of engines. Yeah. These ceramic things are going to be a big deal. Because, okay, like, blue science, flamethrowers, trains, bots, all of those nominally need engines. I don't know if they actually do in the mod, but we're going to presume that they are. 70, sort of one of these, yeah, I need actually more pipes again, don't I? Then do I have, yeah, this is enough to make a couple of pumps, 4 pumps, fine. Because now I want to take these, instead of here, I want to run this down this way. And I would rather be caching this down here. I guess roughly here-ish. Sure. Do I need more power poles as well? Oh yeah, I picked up, I did a little bit of woodcutting at the end of, in between episodes as well, because I suspected I was going to be low on power cables. But this should mean that we're getting a lot of oil over here, and these tanks are still... oh yeah, because I haven't put the pumps there yet. Okay, whatever, yeah, it's all fine. We're collecting oil. The size of that oil... those oil patches is such that I'm not super concerned about the scale of oil supply yet. Pipes are things I need, because you know what, you do those better. You need to do those better. I kind of just want more guys on pipes, don't I? Maybe you guys should pivot to pipes. Whatever, we'll worry about that later. The main thing I want to do is get this... Oh, okay, I'm kind of happy about it, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to need a lot of these anyway. 22? Sure. And then I need more pipes. I'm making all the cogs myself. Yeah, cool. More pipes, more cogs. I need to go and get the stone bricks. Let's go and get the stone bricks first. Because we're now collecting oil in a place that I'm pretty happy with. And over here, I should be... things that... Yeah. Because the thing is, I've got these stone bricks to make my oil refineries with, which is pretty exciting. I've got a lot of this stuff here, but the thing is, like, what I'm working towards... the advanced electronics, the modules, the prod mods, I guess let's also commit to mining productivity because that's also a super useful thing to get early. That's all great, except that this is not enough stone to be doing the kind of ceramics that I want. I guess, yeah, that's going to be our plan. Yeah, we'll get this stone to make ceramics. We've got coal here for boilers. We're making the petrochem next to the water anyway. Yeah, all of that is a plan that I'm now okay with. We're just going to do more of this somewhere else as well. Yeah, it'll be fine. I'm sure nothing bad will happen. And then, but the thing is, are these guys full? These guys are all full. So I don't necessarily. Oh, these guys are full as well. Is that because I'm just doing a tech for which I am... Are these 30-second techs? These are 30-second techs. And I don't have lab speed yet, which means I'm probably lab speed limited. Okay, let's not do that. Let's do these instead. Because I can get at least another row of 20 labs in here, and yeah, that's going to be the labs I need. I need some red inserters. Then let's go back to the rest of these things. Actually, I don't need that many yet, because I'm only doing this for plastic, right? Get a bunch of these, then I need more pipe. When I was over there, I should have put some walls around the bit that's taken damage. Yeah, we'll make... How many is that? 10? Then I need more chips. Okay, I'm going to need more underground pipe as well, aren't I? Yeah, whatever, just do all that. You, at this point, I probably don't need all that much of that. Yeah, just make me 4 stacks of underground pipe, and you make me 4 stacks of real pipe, and that's not going to be enough for any of this. In fact, you give me all of these back. Because over here, there's a box of useful stuff that we will return to at some point. Do I have... I'm going to need boilers. I'm going to need boilers because... And then I just don't have enough pipe. I'm going to need boilers because I need to make more steam to make more ceramics out of... I came back for long head inserters and didn't get long head inserters. More steam to make more ceramics out of the stone I'm about to mine to be able to make all the red chips for which I will make prodmods is the plan. So we're going to make some more of those as well, and that's going to cost us some more pipe. I'm pretty sure that I already had offshore pumps. I mean, the other option is just researching lab speed. I think I probably need to do both of those. I think I remember figuring out that 3 rows of labs is about right for lab speed 2 and the kind of tech durations that I was looking at. Actually, that's before we get settled down to building this thing. How are these guys doing for ammo? They're fine, and no one is super unhappy about that. Okay, cool. So I reckon we can just go and build a petrochem thing now. Let's do this for this kind of pressure management thing that I like to do that sometimes seems to work. Yeah. I don't have... Is this going to be enough space? Sure. Listen, we'll just make this be enough space. And then we'll do... Yeah, because we're only just doing these now. Which side is this on? It's on the other side. Okay, fine. Not there. Because we are... Yeah. I think we're going to do this the other way around. What we're going to do is... I know I need the stone... And I also know that I need the ceramics for the rest of the stuff as well. In fact, I need a bunch of extra stuff for red chips. So we're going to grab these guys first. Over here, don't I have... I do have a bunch of this stuff that's just in these boxes. Yeah. So now I can make a bunch of these guys myself. Okay. And then while we're doing this disastrous handcrafting, the plan is to get more belt, And belt power poles I might need. Did I get wood? I'll do that, grab some of this stuff. I made the boilers, making all the pipes, got offshore pumps. Yeah, we're going to go and connect the stone, because we're going to need that for the ceramics. And that's also going to be a thing that we can just do to pass the time while we are handcrafting all of the pipes we need, and while the base is crafting all the pipes we need. So... Which, can I actually get through here? Yeah, there's a little gap down here. Okay, fine, whatever. Yeah. What is this going to look like? How many... This is actually pretty decently sized, isn't it? And then I reckon we run the power this way over to the coal, because we know we have power at the coal. Do I want to use... Do I want to use the coal for power grid as well? I don't know. And it's, I mean, to be honest, it seems a bit early in a mod that I have not played much of at all. It probably has a whole pile of different power grid options later. So, that's apparently all the stone we've got, which is probably still going to be more than we need, given that the entire role of this is ceramics. Or at least for now. I guess we can see what else we need to do with it. Not having enough splitters is a thing. Okay. So we're getting... Yeah, we can still go and do part of this build, can't we? Let's take this up by the cliff to kind of the same place as the coal. Because... later, if all the resources are arriving at roughly the same spot, the hope is that that's easier to convert to something like a rail base, and have stations arriving at different parts, and yeah, have that all end up reasonably sensible. Is this in... Yeah, this is in a decent place for water, isn't it? And this is kind of the pattern that we're just going to continue to build this way. I'm pretty sure I built a pile more refineries than I actually need. Because at the moment, especially with everything being kind of bad and slow, because everything about the spoiler is bad and slow, I'm kind of not really planning on building all that many more refinery, or all that much more than half a lane of plastic, because half a lane of plastic is what I can pretty happily push into a red chips build, and maxing out a red chips build like that. So that's probably what we're going to do there. I got some of these. Yeah, we're going to need to go and mine. We're going to need to go and fully mine our iron and copper, and then maybe even... I mean, that might actually work out quite well, because I am looking like this base wants to go, because we definitely want these. I do have more iron over here, but I also really need the copper, so maybe fully mine this, get some extra lanes of mining up here. Actually, maybe even look at doing this arc smelter stuff rather than these big lines of things. That's going to be better for coal usage. Yeah, get two more lanes of iron and copper in here. Yeah, okay, fine. And then when I'm linking that to the source patches on this like kind of the far west, we can wander over there, link those up, push the bases at the same time, and that's going to be a reasonably effective use of my time that is going to be not entirely a disappointment. Maybe, let's see, how many, I think I had 10, yeah, let's do 12. 12 seems like a decent enough. I've got enough for 16, which is more than we need. Yeah, 12 is more than I need for 4 things of plastic. Okay, and then I've got to get water back here as well. I think maybe I do that at the same time. And we're setting this up for... actually, I'm setting this up for advanced oil processing, but I actually have no idea whether or not... Okay, that looks kind of similar. Okay. And there's something else that's here that's weird, but whatever, we'll worry about that later. Yeah, I was just wondering, is advanced oil processing even a thing that I should be building a plan into? Is it safe to assume that it is in fact that compatible with vanilla? And it looks like it might be, so we're going to go with it. We shall presume that there are no further issues. We can do that. Then yeah, we're just gonna line this up in the way that it will need to be later, because I want to make some ceramics over here. I also want to get the plastic going. I'm not actually going to run this into buffers, because it is there, yeah, and then that wants to go there. I'm not going to buffer the plastics or the ceramics. In fact, I don't think, yeah, we're not really planning on doing any speedrunner type buffers, just because I don't have a good enough plan to justify what I'm going to do with them. We're going to mostly be aiming for stable, steady states of things, because we're going to have just that long to make all the things work, and figure out how they should work. Okay, so we got gas. We got coal over here. Let's just I mean, also, this is all just a base that's getting completely reconfigured later once we get bots and doing a rail-based thing, so I don't even think I mind about all the rest of that yet. I think we can just pretty happily just spaghetti this in. 4 is going to be... These recipes are the same, aren't they? 2 plastic barrel, 1 second, so 4 of them are going to be 8 a second, which is going to be half a belt, which is fine. Yeah, that's what we wanted, yeah, sure. Pipes go there. I don't have enough fast inserters, but I'm also not super concerned about that, because we also don't really have everything else we need to actually be making these circuits yet. Also, is it... So these things take the same amount of circuits and plastic bars. So if I'm producing half a lane of plastic bars, I also need to be producing half a lane of ceramics, which is cool because electronics age, ceramics, 1 ceramic every second. So 0.75 ceramics once I'm accounting for building speed. Oh wow. That's a full lane of stone. If I want half lane of ceramic to go into my red circuits, that's a full lane of stone. This entire lane of stone here. Okay, because what I'm thinking is, if these guys go onto a belt, and then these guys are also going onto a belt, and this is a belt that's going, I guess, up, because the rest of the base is up, and my smelting is over here, and so my red circuits are... Are my red circuits even over here or something? This would be, like, over here would be the traditional place to put steel and cogs and pipes to make engines here, and then have another belt of something going into blue science, and then having red chips over here. I don't know if I want to do that, though. I think I might do this much of this here, because the engines build usually kind of fits there and it looks like I have enough space. But the red chips might go anywhere. But the point being, if I have 10 of these... yeah, if I have 10 of these things, all making ceramics, then these guys, are they going to be 1 per 1 second? Yeah, so normal inserters are going to be enough going that way. And then if I do something like... yeah, let's do groups of 5. I left a bunch of space here to spaghetti things around. Did not plan on immediately filling that space up with spaghetti things again. I guess I could have done the plastic in the other direction, but also, what am I putting here? maybe cracking stuff. Maybe I put the cracking stuff down there because there's also water there. Maybe I don't worry about that yet because I have no idea what else this mod does with its cracking and its oil. That all goes there. This... Yeah, and then these guys are going to go out here, which is fine. I need to remember that those guys still need this stuff. And then this is going to come in like so, I guess. So we've got stone there. I need to put steam on this belt. I need to get this stuff out. Then, yeah, this thing here will be... Let's just do that. Oh yeah, I don't have fast inserters there either. Yeah, we're just going to fast insert that onto the other side. It'll be fine. This will be a belt of plastic and ceramics that... Oh wait, because I haven't actually done these guys' steam yet. How am I going to get the water in there in a way that's not a complete disaster? I think the answer is it's going to be a complete disaster. I don't even have splitters. Okay, well actually I don't need that at all yet, so maybe we just leave that there and go and do the other things involving... Do I have arc furnaces? Yeah, this is just a faster tech, isn't it? This is a 15-second tech, yeah, and then 30 seconds, 60 seconds. Okay, let's actually do lab speed and then mining productivity. Yeah, and then what else do we need to take? I don't even have logistics or car yet. What am I going to need? I'm going to need a bunch of belt. I've got more inserters than I need, but I do want these fast inserters. There were things... Oh, splitters were a thing I just realized I didn't have, which we're going to need. Do I want to set up military science first? I'm kind of tempted to set up military science first. I didn't seem to need that stuff yet, and these guys are still just fine. But they got nowhere near damaging those turrets. And those turrets have taken damage, which makes me think there are two different bases sending distinct sizes of attacks. So maybe I'm looking at an expansion over here as well. We're not anywhere near polluting anything on the other side, which is nice. But we are... I've actually not defended that stone at all, but it's also kind of bad because that guy's not powered, but whatever. Have I even got 25? Okay, so that's not enough for my full belt of ceramics. Anyway, give me these guys. I'm going to need more of those if we're planning on building a full line of iron and coal. Iron and coal? Iron and copper, and bringing back a full line of iron and copper. Do I have got enough belt? Probably got enough undergrounds. Maybe some more bullets, because those bases are kind of big, and then also maybe some more poles. So give me this. Give me some of these. I will actually need... I have no idea how many of those I need. I think we're going to end up doing that in several stages. I think we're going to come back and figure out how big that build... What an outrageous amount of steel to just be taking so long, just, I guess, because I'm doing nothing with it. Yeah, oh well. Oh well. Yeah, need to... Do I need to fully mine this? I mean, because if I am, and I am, taking this stuff, taking power... Oh, do I have radars? I do not have radars. Okay, that's the thing we're actually going to go back for. And did we want to refuel grenades as well? Do I want to get rid of this stuff? And then I've got some coal that I don't need, and also trees. A lot more pipes that I need. And I never put these... I'm actually... That's... I'm going to need more boilers. Oh, I'm going to need like... 5 maybe 4 boilers was the right number of boilers to make all the ceramics that I wanted. I was here for stuff to make radars with. So give me some of these. Give me some of these. Yeah, give me as much as I can have of this, because... Okay, that's actually way more than I wanted. You guys have those back. Give me those. And I don't have a whole lot of space to take. Yeah, all of that stuff is just caching. This is... we're going to take a small amount of iron over to the grenades, because that's how much we have. Then we've got... yeah, we've got a decent number of these, we've got a decent number of... yeah, I reckon we've got enough stuff. And we've even got a pile of wool that's just junking up my inventory. Oh well. Okay. Yeah, it's actually repair. That's bullets. Repair. Those guys don't have a lot of ammo left, but that should be enough to get them through the last couple of attacks until... where can I... going around this way, I guess. Yeah, the last couple of attacks until we clear out those bases. And then that pollution dispersion modifier we've got is going to be doing a lot of work later on as well. And probably all of these power poles are going to get replaced when we start to do rail-based stuff. But that's also completely fine. Things that we expect to be a mess. And I wonder if I'm going to run into an expansion like I did on the other side as well. Let's take a quick diversion here, because one of the things we wanted to do is get a belt of iron out of this iron. And actually, if we take it through the middle, then this won't expire for ages. Here are my radars. Just get a radar there and just start seeing whether or not we've got any other bases to deal with. Why am I taking... I don't actually need to take power any further than that. Oh no, yeah, I guess we'll just kind of run this on diagonal. That won't be inconvenient at all, will it? Like, copper is the other thing that needs power, but I'm not actually planning on running this any further at this point. But we can have... where's the other radar? There's the other radar. Put it in a place where it's actually powered. Yeah. You guys all need to go away. Throw some grenades at this guy, because that's how that works. These do probably got more bullets than I want. Grenades. Yeah, here are the worms that need to have some grenades. I need to have some fish. That's going to provide me a nice little cover. And yeah, we've got most of this base done at this point. Just these guys. Those guys are on top of me, which is a thing that I'll try to do, but we will discourage. Then probably good. Okay. Pushed to base, found some more copper, which I guess is nice. Those are hopefully just the alerts about things taking damage that I knew were taking damage. Okay, so this is all nice and safe now. Probably. Let's get all these guns back before we just declare this safe. Are there any other guns that I've left on the field? No, there is another base though. Do I want to push that now? I am planning on, like, mining a line of copper from here. Like, immediately. And that is not a very big gap. And what is evolution? Evolution is still just smalls. So yeah, we're going to take the opportunity to just push this base while everything is throwing smalls at me. Because dealing with smalls is a whole lot easier than dealing with any of the other size dividers, as it turns out. Okay, so that's productive. So we've finished red chips. We're on to modules research. Yeah, drag these lines of stuff back to the base. Set up some more mining here. We're gonna need turrets in like this spot over here, aren't we? Should I give these guys walls? I have complained about walls being in my inventory and me not actually doing anything with them. So I reckon at this point, setting up military science also a thing that definitely needs to happen. Okay, so that's a nice defensive bunker. We've got radar coverage. Let's put some copper mining down in the middle where it's never going to run out. Or I mean, I'd say never going to run out. Not going to run out for a while. 7, 8. So that's going to be half a belt until I get mining productivity. You know what? Let's plan on having mining productivity. Other two. Yeah, so this will this will also mean that we don't really need to worry about super balancing things particularly carefully yet. So that's 8 on this side, isn't it? Yeah, so then I need to get like another 6 over here. And that's a decent number on each side, where we actually didn't... I mean, there's a chance that things just wander around here. I think we'll leave that for a moment. We're not going to worry about it. We're going to use these other guys that are damaged so that... I mean, whatever. It'll be fine. I should probably also put the wall around this guy, shouldn't I? Things that probably won't matter. Anyway, yeah, outpost and copper. So we've outposted some copper. How much of this am I swapping with train bases when I get around to doing all of that differently? Anyway, let's also take 6, 7. Let's also take a full belt of iron back, which is 6, 7, 8. Not going to be all that we need ever, definitely not, but it is going to be... I mean, is this going to be enough to make blue science at the rate that I want? Maybe. It'll definitely be the modules built that I want. Is that more than I needed? That is more than I needed. Oh wait, this was more than I needed as well, because I was counting on mining productivity. Okay, sure, whatever. I would just take that one. Okay, so this is all pretty nice and productive. Do I want to leave this to be here? Do I want to leave some guns here because radar? And I think the answer to that is yes. And then I've got a ton of walls, so let's also pretend that walls are going to be a thing. And then let's also, yeah, I'm going to build these closer to the iron, because by the time, the hope is, by the time I'm coming back to fully mine this patch, I'll have things like bots, probably. I can even use the other side, it'll be fine. Okay, so, outposting. Outposting mixed iron and copper. One belt of each. Could have taken more, didn't. Still figure I'm going to need more trees. The question is, how and where do I smelt this? And I think it's going to be... Is that on my... That's on my belt. Okay. That's where we're going then. Yeah, because these guns probably don't need to be here. These guys are going to be attacking something, and I think I just leave them. I think we're going to count on the trees there to do some work there. Yeah, so... Run back to the base, get more belt. I think overall I'm pretty happy with that. Yeah, I think we're definitely gonna do an arc furnace thing for this new mining. But I don't know how much space that takes, or where we're gonna do it. I guess here? How much space does it take? I also, yeah, figuring out the ratios of all of that also going to be a thing. But I've also got, I was going to say I've got leftover iron in here. I do not have leftover iron in any of those. All of those need more stuff. Okay, yeah, and then this guy is the one that I'm expecting to end up with nothing in it because all of the tech is being used. Do I online this and get at least some red chips? I think we do that first actually. Except I don't have the iron, but I will have the iron if I go and fully mine my iron patch, maybe. Okay, so different plan. I've got a surplus of copper here, and yeah, I've definitely got a bit more iron mining space that I can throw down, which means maybe I can start to get some red circuits out, and then go back the other way and deal with plugging in the entirely new stuff, which means I can be making productivity modules, which is mostly what I care about at this point, while figuring out how those new arc furnaces work. One needs to be there as well. Okay, so that's going to be a fully mined iron patch, which I'm going to need to balance differently again, yeah? Let's also just cut off the steel, because I know that I've got more of that than I need, and then this is 73. Okay, so I've definitely got more of that than I need. This is 15, but one of them's expired, so I reckon I can probably just run that and there like so, and then all of these can be... I think this is a thing we're going to tidy up between episodes. That one needs to be down one more. And then there are power poles in the way, so that's nice. Rest of the base is still powered, so we didn't break anything. Cool. Yeah, we want to go left. We want to prioritize things to the left at this point. And this will let some amount of stuff still fall through for the steel, which is kind of the plan. This is still in the way. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, so this is a mess. All of these two... Steel is actually cut off. This is not the way I wanted. That one wants to be there, and this one wants to be... There we go. So all of that is maxed out iron mining. Yeah, then I can max out this copper mining. And then we can figure out... Because I reckon I'm pretty close. I mean, it also kind of feels like episode length. But other than that, if... I mean, I think I'm still happy that I pushed another base in between. Like, that's still a useful thing to have done. And means I'm not going to be taking nearly as much combat with larger kinds of biters. They're going to be more of a nuisance. Okay, so that's all of that fully mined as well. These guys, this is far too many to all have on one side of the belt. But it's fine, we could just do this properly now instead of badly. How many is this? 13, yeah, you guys can all just do that. Not that though, that's bad. Okay, because this will get us a second line of... I mean, probably... Probably actually not a second line of copper. 49, yeah. Do I want to smelt this the normal way, and where do I want to smelt this? Do I want to build another one of these lanes before... Because if I'm getting the red chips online so that I can have this copper running, not worrying about the arc furnaces yet. No, I think we gotta... I think this wants to be arc furnace smelted, which means we've got to figure out how that works, and then... Yeah, let's do... We got water here. Do I have purifiers and things? Purifiers, metal casters, arc furnaces. Yeah, let's just figure out what we need to be able to smelt a lane of copper. And let's just do that here. Cause why not? Let's leave... I mean, I might have some more belts of stuff through there, but if this is washing copper... if I have this here, then these outputs are in kind of the same place, so that's going to be easy. How many of these did we process? We processed 10 a second. And this thing is building speed 1. So 2 of these will actually fully deal with a belt of copper. Wild. Okay. Arc furnaces. What's the rate of these things versus an arc furnace? 5 pure copper a second versus copper. 5 pure copper a second. Okay, so this is going to have... We're going to need stack inserters, but this here looks like this is well ratioed to an entire belt of copper, which is pretty mental. Yeah, let's do it like that, so that we've also got space to have these things in here. Okay. Yeah. That's got coverage on all of those. Then I do need to get that purifier in there somewhere as well to make the dirty water less dirty. Turns out one of these is on the other side. Okay, fine. You want to prioritize... Actually, prioritize into the one that I suspect will end up cleaner. Where's some power? Here's some power. Okay, and then you guys need water, and then you also need... Where can I fit another... Oh wait, I realized that... If this is... Okay, so let's think about the metal casters, because then I might be... If you're casting copper... At what rate do you cast copper? 100 every 2 seconds. So that's 5 a second. So... Yeah, so you guys together do 2 a second, but you do... If this is 5 a second, if I have 3 of these, that's a full belt of copper. That's a full belt of 15 a second. So actually, if I do something like metal caster, one in the middle, one there, and then pipes like that. If I'm clever about my output inserters, that's a full belt of copper. This setup here is a full belt of copper, which means I've actually got space. Yeah, this is what we're going to do. This will be fine. And because all of these things are connected, I don't even care about which way around. Yeah, I don't even need to care about... Yeah, I don't need to care about which side of the belt these things are on. I can just straight up do that, and that belt will be full, because these pipes will distribute to whichever of these things needs it. And this one will be entirely on one side, and this one will be on both sides, and whatever, that's fine. So that's a belt of stuff, which is pretty wild. Didn't I also figure out that this purifier... Yeah, 5 cycles of 100 water a second. 50 water in 1 second. So this is a full lane of copper. And then if I do this thing again, like, I don't know, like here? Sure. The thing about this is, this thing here can be a full lane of iron. And that's... Did I need a full lane of iron? I don't know if I need a full lane of iron yet. Okay, we're gonna leave these things unpowered. We're gonna like remember that this is what we're doing. Molten copper, molten iron, wash, iron. Okay, all of that we can build later. Mostly I needed this copper because I think I definitely need the second lane of copper. And then this guy. That's... Yeah, this is slightly in an inconvenient place, that water feed at this point. Can this go here? Yes. Okay. So this is my purifier, which means I need to get just normal water in here a bit. Not a whole lot, just a bit, because we're gonna do this also goes nowhere. Yeah, because this one here is also doing the loop we're going to set up in the other place. This is now turning into what feels like a long episode, but, you know, whatever. Okay, do that. Yeah, that's probably enough. Wait, it isn't because it wasn't connected to this thing. Yeah, now we'll be able to put this thing here and connect this for a bit. Actually connect it. And now this one is too long. Cool, good job. So those guys have now got water, so we can cut this off. Yep. This one wants to be there. This one... oh yeah, because it's here. Is that... It's not even too inconvenient. I think I'm okay with that. Yeah, that ended up being okay. And that's another little closed loop system, which if I power this guy, and actually connect it, then yeah. So now we've got a full lane of copper, in addition to this copper. Why did that copper stop? What did I do? Was I actually using that water? Oh no, this is just the lane that turns on and off because the thing is weird and dumb. Okay, sure. Yeah, so I've got a lane of copper. I think we're probably going to leave this episode here. I think we've got a lot of useful stuff done. We've got a line of copper here with this, like, comparatively small but somewhat awkwardly sized thing. We've got a line of iron that we can use for that later. We'll grab the rest of this copper that we're not using here and we'll kind of bring it down. We'll finish this build so we get ceramics and plastic on this thing. And then we'll be in a really good position to wonder where I'm going to build red circuits. And it might just be, I might just end up bulldozing this and building red circuits here. That might be a thing that happens. And then we'll have red circuits, and then we'll have modules, and that'll be a good time, and that'll be a thing we can do next episode. But yeah, for now, what do? We do... Yeah, we've got these guys online. We've got a base that we're not annoying. We've got another base that we're very close to annoying, and we have 2 lanes of stuff that we have secured but not done anything with, but that's probably fine. And yeah, this is going kind of okay. I guess we're working our way to... I mean, we at least have a path to get towards red circuits now, which is a thing that I'm somewhat happy about. So yeah, 248K mod, episode 4, working our way towards some red circuits. Cool.